Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a world that's all around us, yet often overlooked. A world of tiny titans, miniature marvels, and unsung heroes. We're talking about insects. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Bugs. But trust me, by the end of this, you'll see them in a whole new light. First off, let's get one thing straight. Insects aren't just bugs. They are animals, part of the massive group called arthropods. What makes an insect an insect? It's all about the body plan. A head, a thorax, and an abdomen. 6 legs attached to the thorax, a pair of antennae, and often 1 or 2 pairs of wings. This basic blueprint has been so successful that insects are the most diverse group of animals on the planet. There are over 1 million described species, and scientists believe there could be millions more we haven't even discovered yet. They outnumber us by about 200 million to 1, so in reality, this is their planet. We're just living on it. Let's start with one of the most familiar and beloved insects, the butterfly. They're like living pieces of art, flitting from flower to flower, but their life is a story of incredible transformation. It begins as a tiny egg, which hatches into a caterpillar. This little eating machine does nothing but munch on leaves, growing bigger and bigger. Then it enters the pupa stage, forming a chrysalis. Inside this seemingly lifeless case, a miraculous process called metamorphosis is happening. The caterpillar's body completely rearranges itself, and what emerges is a magnificent butterfly. This transformation is one of nature's most stunning magic tricks. But insects aren't just about beauty. They are engineers, architects, and farmers. Take termites, for example, often seen as pests in their natural environment. They are master builders. Some species construct enormous mounds, towering structures that can reach over 20 feet high. These aren't just piles of dirt. They are complex cities with sophisticated ventilation systems that regulate temperature and airflow, keeping the colony cool in the scorching heat. Inside, millions of termites live in a highly organized society, complete with a queen, king, workers, and soldiers, each with a specific job. And what about the farmers? I'm talking about leaf-cutter ants. You might have seen them marching in long lines, each carrying a piece of leaf like a little green flag. But here's the fascinating part. They don't eat the leaves. They take them back to their underground nests and use them to cultivate a special type of fungus. This fungus is their primary food source. They are essentially fungus farmers, tending to their gardens with incredible care, weeding out other fungal species and ensuring their crop thrives. It's a perfect example of symbiosis, a partnership where both the ants and the fungus benefit. Now, let's talk about some real powerhouses. The dung beetle might not have the most glamorous job, but it is incredibly important and strong. These little guys are the cleanup crew of the natural world, rolling away animal waste. Some species can roll a ball of dung up to 50 times their own body weight. To put that in perspective, that's like a 150-pound person pushing something that weighs over 7,000 pounds. They are the strongest insects in the world relative to their size. They even navigate using the Milky Way, which is just mind-blowing for such a tiny creature. Of course, we can't talk about insects without mentioning bees. They are the ultimate team players. A single honeybee colony can have tens of thousands of individuals working together for the good of the hive. They communicate through an amazing waggle dance, a series of movements that tells other bees the exact direction and distance to a great source of nectar. And their role as pollinators is absolutely vital. About 1/3 of the food we eat, including fruits, vegetables, and nuts, depends on pollinators like bees. Without them, our grocery stores would look very different. They are a cornerstone of our ecosystems and our agriculture. But insects have also inspired human innovation. This field is called biomimicry. For example, the design of some drones is inspired by the stable flight of dragonflies. The way a mosquito's proboscis pierces the skin with minimal pain has inspired the design of new, less painful medical needles. Scientists are even studying the iridescent, water-repellent properties of butterfly wings to create new materials. These tiny creatures hold the solutions to some of our biggest engineering challenges. Even the insects we find a bit creepy have their own amazing stories. The praying mantis is a formidable predator with lightning-fast reflexes and incredible camouflage. It can turn its head 180 degrees to scan its surroundings, a unique ability in the insect world. And fireflies, their beautiful, blinking lights on a summer evening aren't just for show. It's a complex language of light. Each species has its own unique flashing pattern used to attract mates. It's a silent, luminous conversation happening all around us. From the ant that can lift many times its own weight, to the butterfly that travels thousands of miles on its delicate wings during migration, the world of insects is full of wonder, complexity, and genius. They are essential to the health of our planet, performing jobs that we often take for granted, pollinating our crops, decomposing waste, and serving as a food source for countless other animals. So, the next time you see a bee buzzing around a flower, a beetle scurrying across the path, or a dragonfly zipping through the air, take a moment to appreciate it. You're looking at a survivor, an engineer, a tiny marvel of evolution that plays a huge role in the great, intricate web of life. They are a reminder that even the smallest creatures can have the biggest impact. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the incredible world of insects. I hope you found it as fascinating as I do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments what your favorite insect is and why. Until next time, stay curious. Video opens with a fast-paced montage of colorful and strange-looking insects: a jewel beetle, a praying mantis, a monarch butterfly, an orchid mantis, a stick insect. Have you ever stopped to think about the most dominant group of animals on our planet? No, it's not mammals, not birds, not even fish. It's insects. These tiny creatures are the true rulers of the world, and today we're diving deep into their astonishing universe. They outnumber us, they're found in nearly every habitat imaginable, and their story is one of incredible adaptation and survival. Let's start with the basics. What exactly makes an insect? An insect, it's all about the body plan: a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. They have 6 legs attached to the thorax, a pair of antennae on their head for sensing the world, and often 1 or 2 pairs of wings. This simple yet effective design has allowed them to conquer the land, the air, and even the water. From the deserts of the Sahara to the icy tundras of the Arctic, insects have found a way to thrive. Now, let's talk numbers, because they are truly mind-boggling. Scientists have described over 1 million different species of insects, but they estimate there could be as many as 30 million. To put that in perspective, for every single human on Earth, there are roughly 200 million insects. If you were to gather all the insects in the world and weigh them, their combined mass would be greater than that of all humans and livestock combined. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? We're living on their planet. One of the most fascinating things about insects is their incredible diversity. Think about the variety. You have the delicate, beautiful monarch butterfly embarking on a multi-generational migration that spans thousands of miles. Then you have the formidable rhinoceros beetle, a tiny tank that can lift over 800 times its own body weight. Imagine a human lifting 9 fully grown elephants. That's the kind of superpower we're talking about. And what about their social structures? Ants and bees have created complex societies that rival our own cities. A single ant colony can have millions of individuals, all working together for the common good. They farm fungi, raise livestock like aphids, and even go to war. Honeybees communicate through an intricate waggle dance, giving their hive mates precise directions to the best flower patches. This level of cooperation is a masterclass in teamwork. Insects are also essential to our own survival. They are the unsung heroes of our ecosystem. About 1/3 of the food we eat depends on pollinators like bees, butterflies, and even flies. Without them, we wouldn't have apples, almonds, coffee, or chocolate. They are also nature's ultimate cleanup crew. Dung beetles and bearing beetles tirelessly break down waste, recycling nutrients back into the soil, keeping our world clean and fertile. But their impact doesn't stop there. Insects have inspired human innovation for centuries. The design of drone technology is often based on the flight mechanics of dragonflies. The structure of a beetle's shell has inspired new types of super strong lightweight materials. From medicine to engineering, we are constantly learning from these tiny geniuses. So the next time you see a beetle scurrying across the sidewalk or a bee buzzing around a flower, take a moment to appreciate it. You're not just looking at a bug. You're looking at a member of the most successful group of animals in the history of our planet. They are survivors, engineers, artists, and farmers. They are a vital part of what makes our world work. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey into the world of insects. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of the natural world. Let me know in the comments which insect is your favorite. See you in the next video.